the Capulets and Montagues are trying to kill each other, but then the Capulets eat.
Who said this ancient quarrel new approach? Speak, nephew, were you by when it began?
Here were the servants of your adversary, and yours close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them. In the instant came the fiery Tybalt with his sword prepared, which, as he brought the defiance to my ears, he swung about his head and cut the wind to nothing hurt with all hissing and scorn. Through interchanging thrusts and blows came more and more, fought on part and part, till the prince came, who parted either part.
Oh, where's Romeo? Saw him today. Right glad I am he was not of this fray.
Madam, an hour before the worshipped sun peered forth the golden wind of the east, a troubled mind dreaming to walk abroad where, underneath the grove of sycamore that westward rooteth from the city side, so early walking there I see her son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me, stolen to the covert of the wood. I measuring his affections by my own, then most sought where most might not be found. Being one too many by my weary self, pursued my him or not pursuing his, gladly shunned who gladly fled from me.
Many a morning hasty there have been seen with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew, adding the clouds more clouds of this deep sigh. But also soon as the all-cheering sun should in the farthest east begin to draw the shady curtains of Honora's bed, away from light seals home my heavy son, and private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his window, locks fair daylight out, making himself an artificial night, blackens for his innuous, unless his humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither nor can learn of him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends, but he, his own affections counselor is to himself, I would not say, but to himself so secret and so close, so far from surroundings of discovery as is the bud bit with an envious worm. Ere he can spread his sweet leaves in the air, or dedicate his beauty to the sun. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow? Would we, as willingly give cures known?
See where you come, so please you step aside.
I would
his grievance, or be much denied.
I would thou wert so happy by the state, to hear true shift. Come, madame, what's away?
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But you struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. Tell me, what sadness like this Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor, where I am in love.
Alas, that love, so gentle in his view, should be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, that love, whose views muffle still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Oh me, what fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I've heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, O brawling love, O loving hate, O anything, of nothing first created, O heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, still waking sleep, that is not what it is. This love feel I, that feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz, I'd rather weep.
Good heart, at what?
Let thy good heart so press you.
Why, such is less transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou would propagate to have it pressed with more of thine. This love that thou hast shown doth add more grief to too much of mine own. Love's a smoke made with the fume sighs, being purged, a fire sparkling lover's eyes, being begged, a sea nursed with loving tears. What is it else? A madness most discreet, a choking gal, and a preserving sweet. Farewell, my cuz.
Soft, I will go along. If you leave me so, you do me wrong.
What? Tut, I am not, I have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He's some other where.
Tell me in sadness, who is that you love?
What, shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan? Why no. Sadly tell me who.
Bid a sick man in sadness make his will. Ah, word ill urge to one that is so ill. In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I am so near when I suppose you love.
A right good marking, and she's fair I love.
A right fair mark, fair cuz, the soonest hit.
Well, in that hit you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Diane's wit. And, in strong proof chastity well armed, from love's wee childish bow she lives uncharmed. She will not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bide the encounter of assailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saint seducing gold. Oh, she is rich in beauty, only poor that, when she dies, with beauty dies her store.
Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste?
She hath, and in that sparring makes huge ways. For beauty, starved with severity, cuts beauty off from all posterity. She's too fair, too wise, wisely too fair, to merit bliss by making me despair. She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead, that live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
'Tis the way to call hers, exquisite, and question more. These happy masks that kiss fair ladies' brows, being black, with us in mind, they hide the fair. He that is struck in black cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as a note where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell, thou canst teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine, else die in debt.